We'll call to order. To the regular meeting of the Pittsburgh Water and Sewer Authority for April 26, 2024. The board did meet in executive session. No votes were taken. Matters of legal matters and update on some projects and so forth. So let's start with a roll call.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Peg McCormick Barron. Here. Jamil Bay.
Here.
Michael Dumock.
Here.
BJ Lever.
Here.
Will Pickering. Chair Shuley.
Here.
Erica Strasburger.
Here.
James Martin. All members are present. We have
Zoom. Jim, are you with us? Can you hear us? Is the volume? There we go. We can see him.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
Present.
Present. There we go. You're good.
Yes.
Okay, are there any speakers for public comment this morning? No. Okay,
No speakers for public comment.
thank you. We'll start with the approval of the meeting minutes of board meeting on March 22nd, 2024. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the minutes of March 22nd, 2024, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Aye. Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, the minutes are approved. Next item is our CEO approvals. All CEO approvals from the prior month are confirmed. And we'll move to staff reports and updates. All right, we'll start with finance. Mr. Barca. Bruce?
Adam,
Oh, that's right. All right.
can we grab a mic?
Talk loud, Ed.
That's great. Yeah, we're gonna wait.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, PWSA Board of Directors. The financial status update report including your board packet is through March 31st, 2024. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Within the report, you will see that year-to-date receipts total $48.8 million, or 20.5% of the total budget for the month. Within March, PWSA experienced stronger than expected receipts for our wastewater conveyance, disc wastewater, and other miscellaneous and fee charges by collecting $4.9 million as compared to the budget of $4.6 million for the month. This represents an increase of about $300,000 for those charges. Water and stormwater receipts in March total $11.8 million compared to the budget of $12.7 million. This is representing the under collection amount of about $900,000 for those charges. The bulk of this under collection amount for the month is due to the timing of payments and will be recovered in the next few months. And I will note that the water and stormwater collections through the first quarter were higher as compared to budget. So while there was some underperformance for the month, for the quarter, we're still ahead for those charges. Total forecasted year in receipts are $238.6 million. This represents an increase compared to budget of $25,000 or 0.01%. So we're essentially still right on target for the year as compared to budget for our receipts. Departmental operating expenditures through the first quarter totaled $23.8 million or 19.66% of the budget. Capital expenditures through that same period totaled $22.9 million or 12.4% of the budget. $38.4 million in debt service costs have been paid through the first quarter, which is 44.89% of the total budget for the year. Forecasted year-end debt service is projected to be $85.6 million or about $7,000 lower than budget. So, right now we're projecting our forecast to be pretty much right on budget for our debt service. PWSA's cash balance on March 31st, 2024 was $71.8 million, which is a $2.9 million lower as compared to March 31st of 2023. So year over year, we're about $3 million lower. However, this decline in cash will reverse once PWSA receives several pending reimbursements from PennVest as part of the normal reimbursement process. So no pause or concern there. Last, I will note that PWSA's controller, Rachel Romano, will be presenting a resolution today requesting the PWSA Board of Directors to accept the 2023 financial audit. I am happy to report that PWSA had another solid year financially, with a few highlights, including one, this is the 9th consecutive year of receiving a clean audit from our auditors. 2, it was a record year both for our operating investments and capital investments. And 3, PWSA met and exceeded all financial metrics related to debt service compliance. This concludes my report for today. I'll turn it back over to the board for any questions. Thank you.
Questions or comments for Mr. Barca?
I would just say that all three of those that you very briefly outlined are significant and took a lot of work and a lot of effort. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
All right, next we'll have a report from engineering. Rachel?
Good morning, Chair Schuley and members of the board. I'll begin with an update on our lead service line replacement program. So progress continues, and a total of 11,052 public and 7,802 private side lead service lines have been replaced through April 24th across all contracts. Verification work across all contracts is currently ongoing in these neighborhoods: Elliott, Point Breeze, Marshall Shadeland, Spring Garden, Bluff, Homewood North, and Larimer. Replacement work across all contracts is also currently ongoing in Elliott, Point Breeze, Marshall Shadeland, Spring Garden, Perry South, Bluff, and Homewood North. In total, we have 6 active construction contracts involving lead service line replacement in various stages, including verification, construction, and restoration. Finally, on lead service lines, construction bids are being received this week for 3 new neighborhood lead service line contracts, and we will bring those resolutions forward to the board in May. This work is planned to start in August. Moving on to water reliability plan projects. Construction continues for the Highland Reservoir Pump Station project with the drilling and installation of deep foundations. For the combined projects, including Aspenwall Pump Station, Brecken Pump Station, and Clearwell Bypass, on March 26th, DEP issued the public water supply construction permit. We're currently preparing the project documents for DEP review as required by our PennVest funding. In other construction updates, notices to proceed for our 2 annual paving contracts have been issued, and paving restoration work will proceed by ward. In personnel news, engineering has filled the position of senior group manager for the water program with our Darby Neidig, who was promoted from within. Darby has jumped enthusiastically into his new role, and we are very confident he'll do a great job. In project bidding updates, the following projects are currently out for bid for engineering design. The Clearwell replacement. Proposals are currently indicated as due May 1st, but we will be extending this date beyond May 1st. Bidders will be notified shortly of this. The Aspenwall and Fox Chapel interim feed project. This is an on-call RFP. Proposals are due May 9th. CMCI services for the lime slurry system and sodium permanganate system improvements. Also an on-call RFP. Proposals are due May 14th. Finally, in engineering bids, submissions for our request for qualifications package to establish multi-year master agreements with on-call engineering consultants were received April 22nd. We have started our intensive internal review process. We anticipate completing the selection process of choosing those consultants by mid to late June. The following projects are currently out for bid for construction. 2022 small diameter water main replacement contracts A1 and A2. The rebid of the electrical contract for the interconnection vault stormwater removal project. The Braywood stormwater improvements projects. And lastly, the lime slurry system and sodium permanganate system improvements. 3 contracts: general mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. On Saturday, April 6th, PWSA held our annual construction management and construction inspection training right here in this room. This is a comprehensive 8-hour training, which provides essential information to our external construction inspectors regarding our expectations and their responsibilities. Topics included, but were not limited to safety, ethics and compliance, our lead service line program, and restoration. We had over 60 people in attendance, and I'd like to recognize Darby Neidig again for successfully organizing and facilitating this worthwhile event. Finally, on May 8th, PWSA will hold a virtual outreach event for engineering consultants to learn about upcoming engineering bid opportunities for design work. Engineering firms can register via the email invitation that was previously sent or in the events section of the PWSA website. This concludes my report. I will turn it over to the board for any questions.
Questions or comments for Rachel? Well, first, I'm happy to hear about Darby. I've known Darby for a long time, had an opportunity to work with him on a couple engagements, so I'm happy to hear he's been promoted. That's a good thing. Do you know offhand how many applicants we had for the on-call contract?
We received applicants from 57, I believe, different consultants,
57 different firms submitted. Okay.
and then a total of 100 and some actual submissions because some
Because they were
consultants submitted
teams.
multiple.
Okay,
Mhm.
very good. And then you're going to have a function on the 8th to talk about upcoming work.
Yes, there's a virtual event, and we're going to be talking about 3 major projects that will be coming out for engineering bid in the future,
Okay.
roughly end of May through midsummer, mid to end summer.
Great report. Okay,
We have over 60, over 50 people already registered for that event, consultants.
good. A lot of interest.
Yeah.
All right, great. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you.
All right, next we'll have a report on environmental compliance. Mr. Sederi.
All right, good morning, everyone. So on Monday of this week, you may or may not know that we celebrated or observed Earth Day. So April 22nd of every year is Earth Day. And it's really a day that we use to celebrate our achievements and help raise awareness of the importance of protecting our planet. That message around Earth Day closely aligns with PWSA's mission, which is to support our region through protecting public health and the environment through the delivery of safe and reliable services with a commitment to future generations. And also our core values is directly associated with this. As a reminder, stewardship, ethics and integrity, accountability, safety and equity. The environmental movement, I don't recall this, but occurred beginning back in 1970. All right, so we had the EPA was formed back then, and there was passage of several monumental acts, including the Occupational Health and Safety Act, the Clean Air Act, as well as the Clean Water Act. As a drinking water, wastewater, and stormwater utility, everything we do is guided by various laws and regulations, such as these important acts that I just mentioned, which really help establish those safeguards for our air, water, and land resources. So with all of that, I want to take a couple of moments this morning to reflect on some of the examples of environmental stewardship that PWSA is taking to make Earth Day every day, really, as we deliver our services to our customers. The first one to think about is air quality. And you'll hear a theme through these that we have different departments and individuals across the organization that are really help supporting these. So in regards to air quality, our fleet manager monitors our fleet of vehicles to assure efficient operation, including reducing unnecessary idling. And in fact, he'll be out at the water plant for our Monday tailgate meetings to talk with staff about unnecessary vehicle idling and the importance of reducing that. We have also been working toward electrification of our fleet through the use of electric vehicles, as well as the installation of charging stations, again, to help with air quality and reduced air emissions. On the energy efficiency side, our electrical group continually works to install LED lighting, energy efficient lighting, to replace our incandescent, fluorescent, and high intensity lamps. So this helps improve energy efficiency, but also the light quality, as well as the durability and reliability of some of these fixtures that we're installing. And our electrical group is delivering designs for new water pumping stations, which incorporate more efficient pumps, motors, and electrical gear. And our pumping is actually one of our most electrically intensive operations that we have. So by increasing the efficiencies of all of this equipment through our modernization of some of these facilities will help us with our energy efficiency. Thinking about green energy, our manager of sustainability has been working with the PA Solar Center to explore feasibility for on-site solar array installations at various PWSA facilities. And PWSA is also participating with the city of Pittsburgh and other local entities as part of a buying consortium to purchase competitively priced renewable power, in particular wind energy. And all of these programs help align with the goals that the city of Pittsburgh has in their climate action plan. On the stormwater side, a lot of different things go on to support this. Our public affairs department delivers outreach events to build awareness in our communities about the importance of managing stormwater. Our stormwater group within our engineering department has developed multiple green infrastructure projects which help capture stormwater runoff, filter pollutants, and reduce the amount of stormwater that enters our sewer system. Our environmental compliance group performs numerous inspections of our separate stormwater and NPDES stormwater outfalls to assure compliance with our Clean Water Act. And finally, here just this month, all staff at PWSA have completed our annual stormwater management and water conservation training. This is an education event we do each year to help make sure that everybody's aware of our stormwater programs and ways they can individually reduce stormwater pollution and promote water conservation. On the waste management side, our operations team works very closely with environmental compliance to properly manage their wastes with an emphasis on reducing waste for disposal. A couple of ways we do this. One is through reuse programs, such as beneficial reuse of chemicals. Instead of disposing of them, can we reuse them? As well as we've implemented a shop rag reuse program. Instead of disposable rags, being able to reuse rags there. And we have a number of different recycling programs, kind of the general recycling that we all know, but also specific programs focused on scrap metal, wooden pallets, tires, and e-waste or electronic waste. They're all recycled separately. And the last one is water efficiency. Shows again another shout out to our operations group, as well as our engineering and operation and contracting teams that work daily to help us minimize our water leaks. This occurs through both our urgent programs to address leaks, as well as the water and lead service line programs, which Rachel just spoke about, which systematically are helping to renew our water infrastructure while also reducing leaks. A fun fact about our water system, PWSA maintains 900 miles of water pipe. So every day our operations crews, as well as our construction teams, are maintaining a water pipe that stretches from here to Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And we actually have a sewer pipe, 1,200 miles, that runs all the way back. So we have a lot of infrastructure out there, a lot of opportunity to address those leaks and help us with water efficiency in that matter. So these are just a few of the programs which support our region, again, by protecting public health and the environment through the delivery of safe and reliable water services with that commitment to our future generations, which is not only then is PWSA's mission, but also that reason to celebrate Earth Day. That concludes my report today. Again, I let everybody know that if you have questions regarding compliance or ethics, please reach out and be happy to talk.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from Mr. Sadar? Well, thank you for making Earth Day every day at PWSA. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, finally, we have a report from Will.
Well, good morning, Chair Shuley, members of the board, members of the public, and our business partners in the room today. I'll make my remarks brief, some great updates from the team. I want to call out a really productive partnership between our field operations group and our customer service team in replacing our residential water meters. And we have a goal to replace 8,000 of those meters every year. And really happy to say that this year we're on track to exceed that goal. And there's a really great partnership between Sean Cusick, who is a manager at our Howard Street location responsible for our plumbers and field techs, and our billing and AMI team. Tracy Willie is the senior manager of that within customer service. And the interplay is that we need to schedule appointments with customers to get inside their homes, to be able to upgrade their meters. And the end result is that they're able to have up-to-date, accurate, even on an hourly basis level accurate knowledge about their water use. And they can log into our customer portal and when they don't have that newer meter style. So really excellent to see, and we've sort of struggled with this stat in the past because it's difficult to interact with customers and get those meters scheduled. But this year to date, Sean and Tracy have really done a tremendous job. So I wanted to call attention to that. There's a stat in your board performance report related to those meter swap outs, and we'll continue to monitor that as the year goes by to see if we can meet that 8,000, which we're confident we can do at this point. So I'll end there, but happy to answer any questions the board may have for us this month.
Any questions for Will? Comments?
I got one. It's just for an FYI sort of thing. On the approvals, there was something for slope study, Highland 2. And I recall there was a resolution a while back for a slope stability study that may or may not involve GPR. So I'm just curious, is this a routine check on that slope, or is there something still a little to pay attention to with here?
So to my knowledge, that purchase order was related to work that we're performing with Arcadis to do continual monitoring of the slope at Highland Reservoir too. So it's different than the GPR initiative. This is something that we were required to do as part of construction for the liner and cover project out there at Highland 2. And now that even that's completed, we're doing continual monitoring as we prepare to submit a dam permit application for that structure to DEP.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, because I know there's also brush hogs. I thought this might be check up.
Any other questions, comments? All right, very good. Thanks, Will. All right, we'll move to resolutions. Start with resolution number 20. Rachel, it's like it's your show today.
Resolution number 20, approving the award of 3 capital contracts for construction of the 2024 catch basin and inlet replacement project to A. Felino Construction, Independent Enterprises, and A. Moranti Contracting. Cumulative capital budget, $10,933,935.53.
Very good. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second, Mike Dolmark.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 20, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution number 20 is approved. Resolution number 21.
Approving the award of a professional services agreement capital for construction management and inspection services to AECom for 2024 neighborhood lead service line replacement. Contract A, capital budget, $4,278,377.44.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, PJ. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 21, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution number 21 is approved. Resolution number 22.
Approving the award of 2 operating contracts for construction of the 2024 urgent sewer repair project to Independent Enterprises and Mealy and Sons, and a professional services agreement operating for construction management and construction inspection services to Hatch Associates. Cumulative operating budget, $6,849,320.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
BJ, any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 22, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Aye. Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution number 22 is approved. Resolution number 23.
Approving the award of 2 operating contracts for construction of 2024 urgent water repair project to Mealy and Sons and Independent Enterprises. Cumulative operating budget, $4,648,950.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Sir, is there a second?
Second, Jim Martin. Jim Martin.
Thank you, Jim. Any discussion? All of these urgent contracts, and I'm still thinking about Frank's analogy of a pipeline from here to Orlando. I'm glad that we're a little more confined for this. All those in favor of resolution number 23, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution number 23 is approved. Resolution number 24.
Approving a change order for construction of the Aspen Mall Pump Station concrete floor repairs to Pullman SST Cumulative capital budget, $589,248. This change order includes full depth slab and beam replacement, which was not anticipated in the original scope of work. This work is not temporary. This is a permanent fix, which will remain in place when the Aspenwall Pump Station is upgraded in the near future. The change order amount proposed by the contractor was below the cost estimate prepared by our engineer.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second? Is there a second?
Second, Mike Dolmark.
Thank you, Mike. Any discussion?
Just a brief question, since it sounds like there's more substantial dentistry underway here, including a beam. Is there any estimate as to how long this work will be required?
I think it's anticipated to be completed this year. The work on that floor.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor of resolution number 24, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstention? Resolution number 24 is approved. Resolution number 25.
Approving entering into a reimbursement agreement with PennDOT for the State Route 8 resurfacing work. Capital budget, $15,869.82.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
So moved.
You, Jay. Is there a second?
Second.
Erica, any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 25, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? We move to resolution number 26. Give Rachel a break. We bring up the other Rachel. Rachel.
I can't keep up with this.
Good morning. Resolution number 26, accepting the 2023 report of the Auditor Marduzel Certified Public Accountants.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
So
Motion to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Jay, any discussion? Well, we touched on this earlier on Ed's remarks, Rachel. So, congratulations for the 9th straight clean report. I'm not exactly sure what a dirty report is anymore, but the trend line is wonderful for finance. Thank you for all of your hard work and for the leadership in the finance committee. Jen and Ed and all of you have done such a great job to turn this authority around financially. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All those in favor of resolution number 26, please indicate. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a comment, Mike?
No, sorry.
Okay. So,
Excuse me.
all those in favor of resolution number 26, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution number 26 is approved. We move to resolution number 27. So we're going to get all the faces in finance up here today.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jen.
Resolution number 27 is approving to enter into an agreement with AE7 for program and construction management for a new operations center and headquarters for PWSA in the amount of $981,520. Staff recommends approval of this resolution.
Very good. Thank you. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Eric. Second.
Second, Mike Dolmark.
Thank you, Mike. Any discussion? Well, this is a pretty big project, Jen, to talk about consolidation, potential consolidation of PWSA. I think we've been talking about this, Will, for a few
6 years.
Yeah, a few years now. And so now we have an opportunity to at least go through the programming and work with various developers and so forth to potentially be in one place. We're just scattered everywhere. As I was riding into the meeting today, I saw 2 PWSA trucks going in different directions in the strip, wondering, where they were going and, thinking how much more efficient it would be if we were all together. So hopefully we'll find that to be the case in the years to come.
This is a good opportunity.
So thank you for all your hard work on this.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments for Jen? All those in favor of resolution number 27, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution number 27 is approved. Resolution 28. That another finance member comes up, or they, what'd you got? You guys pulled the short straws today. Who goes?
It's April,
All right.
tax season.
I'm going to amend resolution 28 and I'll read it with the amendment. Resolution number 28, approving a application for financial assistance to the Pennsylvania Infrastructure Investment Authority for the 2024B Neighborhood Lead Service Line Replacement Program in the amount of $15,350,000.
All right, thank you. So I guess point of order. So we'll take a motion to reject the original amount and to amend resolution 28. So may I have a motion?
Move to reject. Mike Dolmar.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All right, so the reason for the change, Ed?
We have received more updated bid costs, not for this project specifically, but other projects that would shed light on what this could come back as when we put it out for bid. So for that reason, we are increasing the ask to invest to reflect those increased costs.
Okay, very good. All those in favor of amended resolution number 28, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed?
Aye.
Was that? opposed?
Yeah, I think, no, it was I.
Okay, it was an aye. Any abstentions? All right. All those, then we went through the whole thing. Sorry. So resolution number 28 is approved. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you.
Resolution number 29. Back to Rachel. The first Rachel.
Approving a change order of a capital contract for the construction of the Queenston Sewer Improvements Project to Independent Enterprises. Capital budget of $819,469.51. This change order is due to cost overages for numerous items, including but not limited to additional flagging, concrete base paving, additional manholes, and additional catch basins.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Good. Is there a second?
Second.
BJ, any discussion?
I would just ask Rachel, are the cost overages a supply chain issue or a need issue or both?
They were a combination of really a variety of different things. The flagging represented basically an underestimate of how much flagging we would need to work in this very tight and confined space, along with some small diameter work that was going on at the same time. The concrete base was another big item, and this was a result of not having good information on the concrete base that was on that street. Sometimes we don't always get good information from DOMI. Those were the two biggest ones. We also had to add some work due to differing conditions found in the field. We had to add some additional storm lines and some sanitary lateral work. So it was really a variety of different things. It wasn't just one thing.
Thanks.
Not probably, I would say not related to supply chain.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All those in favor of resolution number 29, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution number 29 is approved. We come to the last resolution of the day, resolution number 30.
Approving the award of capital contracts for the construction of the interconnection vault stormwater removal project. General contract to Mealy and Mealy and Sons. Capital budget $2,447,750.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Peg. Any discussion? All those in favor of resolution number 30, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? If that concludes the resolutions, is there any other business to come before the authority today? Well, I just want to make a couple comments. The first is Will reminded me that this is the 10-year anniversary of the problem in Flint, Michigan, right? And I remember 10 years ago, we had our own problems. And I remember people coming up to me and talking to me about that they hope Pittsburgh wouldn't fall to the same problems that Flint had. And that was sort of at a very low period in the authority's history. And we've made this remarkable upward recovery, you know, thanks to your leadership of the executive staff and all the staff, PWSA and the board, to really turn this boat around, quite frankly, in a very positive direction. We still have a ways to go. Still got a few icebergs to avoid, but congratulations on that. And then congratulations on the 11,000th lead line replacement. That is incredible. Now how many more do we have to do now?
We can safely say we're over halfway there, but we're still working on what exactly that remaining level is because the records are incomplete. So it's still difficult, but we're refining that estimate.
And we're going to meet our goal of 2026,
We're
right?
doing everything we can.
All right. So you guys are going to be here maybe when I'm not, and you're going to hold Will accountable to this, right? And then finally, we did get a little shout out from Governor Shapiro on Face the Nation for Pittsburgh Water and the work that we're doing. So again, congratulations on that achievement. It's kind of nice to hear us on national television and have our governor call us out in a good way.
Absolutely.
Very, very good. All right, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Meeting is adjourned.